Hello Capricorn, Marina from the Butterfly Effect. This is your reading for May 2024. It's for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and you've come through in the dice. So the dice is talking about the 4th house in Mars. So there might be some sort of conflict. There's most definitely conflict here. I don't know if it's specifically home, but it could be, because I do have some stuff coming through that look more to do with the workplace here and issues with authority and the boss and maybe colleagues, that sort of thing. But the home significations are, you know, family, your father, property, land, roots. I think childhood is definitely cropping up here, specifically in the outcome. And we have got a nod not just once to Mars, but also we've got the card of iron, which is Mars again. And that speaks of magnetism and reliability, combined with silver, both elements coming through here, interestingly. And silver is about reflection and wanting to build relationships. Now, somebody here, and I think it's you, Capricorn, wants to build relationship, you know, and I'm feeling that there's just so much discord here. I don't know how possible that is going to be in the month of May with, you know, somebody or a number of people that you're dealing with. Your energy, I've got the seahorse spirit and it's come through in reverse. Watch and wait is it's upright. Now, the seahorse in its upright kind of goes with the flow and yeah, really doesn't get involved. And I think that's what you need to possibly embody in the month of May. When it's in reverse, it can be a very judgmental energy. It can be very reactive and get involved in action and drama and, you know, flare-ups. And there's flare-ups here in your environment. I think the reason this is in reverse is, one, warning you against being judgmental and asking you, are you being fair? Because I think there might be something that crops up here that might push your buttons, Capricorn. I think it's more to say, take a back seat. Take a back seat, because the environment is seriously charged. Yeah, there's a lot of swords in this reading. There's no pentacles at all, which is interesting. There's only a tiny bit of fire, so it's all about emotions and thoughts with the air energy. But the air energy with the 10 of swords, the page of swords, the 5 of swords, the 3 of swords, is all the difficult swords cards. And I think you're hoping to ultimately free yourself from whatever this environment or situation is going to be. So let's get into the signification for the month. It's nice to see the 5 of Cups in reverse. We do have both 5s here, but obviously the quite difficult energies. The 5 of Cups is a card of loss, regret, sadness, and it is in reverse, which is nice to see. And I do feel with the bookie here is speaking of some sort of renewal. Now, you know, it could be an apology for some sort of hurt or loss. Somebody may be regretful of their actions. Interestingly though, I'm getting a nod to that more than once. So I don't know if this is like a kind of repetitive thing, you know. They do it again, but then they're sorry and you get the bunch of flowers and they, you know, whatever. And then it happens again. So I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing. I'm seeing there's another apology over here. There's an absolute meltdown here. There's an attempt to kind of smooth things over here. It feels like it might be, you know, one time too many, or it may well be that you're just feeling in some way renewed. There may be an invitation. The bouquet is sometimes a card of gifts and invitations. It can be very lucky as well. It's probably the luckiest card in the deck. And it may be, you know, there is an event or an invitation or a gift. There's just something that maybe lifts you out of the 5 of Cups, lifts you out that feeling of, you know, feeling a bit low. Maybe a bit sad, regretful, focusing on a loss, focusing on the past. There's definitely that's still coming up even in the outcome. There is a really bad past memory here that I think is going to have to be addressed. Capricorn, I say have to be, you know, it's ultimately your choice. It is coming through as, you know, a possibility. The difficulty or the blockage, if you like, is the Magician is taking some sort of initiative. I feel it's confronting something or someone. Now, I mean, I can understand why there'd be some hesitation, because the bear with the whip is, you know, really could be actually quite abusive. Yeah, I mean, this is like the very, very bad boss. If it's not a boss, it can be a parent, and we are in the 4th house. But this is abuse. I mean, this is, you know, punishment. You know, 10 of the belt, as we used to get. It's really, really harsh, especially with the bear. The bear's usually a very protective energy, but not with the whip. I'm really not seeing that. So this is an obstacle or a blockage, and I think it literally is a case of addressing something, you know. Now, it may well be that there's something that you want to initiate yourself, something that you want to get off the ground, a new project. You might want to be the boss, you might want to become self-employed, you might want to start a new business, but it's going to throw up a lot of difficulties. It might be a lot of physical hard work. Sometimes the whip can relate to repetitive, you know, very sweaty, hard work. And I don't know if you're maybe not ready for that. So it could go either way there. But you know, a number of times in this reading, I'm going to come back to the fact that there is caution required, because the atmosphere is too highly charged. There's just conflict everywhere. There really is. Underneath it all, we've got the 5 of Swords, which is my bully card, and then we've got the 3 of Swords. At least it's in reverse. So yeah, pain, separation, loss, arguments, disputes. And I think this is in the workplace. The 5 of Swords is coming up with the Anchor, which is my, you know, 9 to 5 workplace card. If that doesn't apply to your set of circumstances, then you'll be looking at something that's enduring, lasting, you know, a goal achieved. You know, there's somebody wants to achieve some sort of conflict or pick a fight, then that's exactly what they're going to do. And then we get the apology. The 3 of Swords reverse can be an apology, can be an attempt to heal something, to, you know, reconcile, you know, a separation or a pain that's already been caused. So, you know, this invitation here might be like to get together and have some sort of meeting. This is what's in this underneath it. It's not necessarily what's going to occur. But in terms of the environment, again, it's just one of, you know, arguments, disputes, pains, and apologies yet again. Yeah. I don't know if this, I mean, it could be like a workplace, and every now and then everything just kicks off, and then everything kind of settles down and people make their apologies, and then it kicks off again. So yeah, 5 of Swords underneath it, and I think it's a workplace meeting, or it's, you know, it is some sort of, I mean, it can represent, the Anchor can sometimes be like, you know, trade, or like, you know, an unsteady kind of love or passion. I don't know. I just think there's, I just feel there's a kind of shit stirrer in the mix here. Let me just have a wee more. What do I want to look at? I just feel there's a shit stirrer, because it's almost like that's what somebody wants to achieve, you know. Capricorn, we're reading for the 5 of Swords. Anchor. 5 of Swords. Who's in the 5 of Swords? A Dawn One. Using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. And a Judge. Now, I've already been told not to be judgmental, you know. But this is somebody who can, not with the 5 of Star, and this is somebody who's very destructive, is very critical. It can be somebody who, you know, coming back to this bear, who misuses their authority, you know, the boss. It can even be, you know, a criminal authority. And with the Dawn Man in reverse, you know, I mean, that's somebody who's who's very, you know, laissez-faire, who's very charming, draws people in. So yeah, that is literally what's underneath it here, and I'm really feeling again that I want my Capricorn, and I will go on to advice at the end, and please do wait to the end, because there is a wee offer coming up to take a back step. And if you are feeling particularly judgy, you know, I mean, as a Capricorn rising and Venus, totally, you're going to have to button it. I think, you know, it's not going to be helpful. And I think with this amount of, I mean, I'm going to say animosity. I mean, I've got 2 whip cards in this reading. That's the most difficult card in Lenormand. You know, punishment and abuse and pain. The bear just makes everything bigger. So, you know, it's literally like freaking domestic abuse there. And I mean, this might go back to somebody's childhood, you know, something happened that somebody's wanting to address. But yeah, so, you know, if somebody wants to push your buttons and, you know, you want to have an argument and, you know, launch, I don't think you're going to do that, Capricorn, but I think there's a lot of triggers here, and I think there's a lot going on around you. Now, in the headspace and what's up here is the Page of Wands with the mice. There's something wrong with the messages. This can be lost information, lost messages. The Page of Wands is usually my good news card, not with the mice. I feel that there's kind of like excitable messages coming through here. Somebody may be very stressed with the mice, but the mice is something's taken away here. So there's some sort of loss in terms of maybe like messages. Page of Wands, Page of Wands. Magician's reverse. I've already got the Magician as an issue. I feel there's somebody here that's not able to maybe stand up for themselves, or you know, take some sort of action, or somebody feels they're in some way deficient or incapable of speaking or being honest, or yeah. Why is the mice here for Capricorn? Oh, look at that. Seven of Swords. So that, I mean, that can be a card, the mice story of theft as well, because it's ultimately deterioration, you know. So with the Eight of Cups in reverse, that can be about, now we've got the Three of Swords reversed yet again. That can be about somebody coming back. And there's some sort of deception around that, and some sort of dishonesty. It could be somebody who's, you know, ghosted you and avoided this situation, or this indeed could be you that's avoiding this person, avoiding their messages. Because I see you as somebody that's going to have a happy new beginning down here. You know, I've got the Sun and the Fool in terms of how you're seen and how you see yourself. It's like happy days down here. Everything else is absolute carnage. You're in some sort of wee bubble, and I think that's where you need to stay. So I don't know if there's somebody who's attempting to come back into your life that was really fucking abusive, or you had, you know, a lot of issues with, and they want to, like, you know, build a relationship here, and they're all passionate and excited, and, you know, it really does feel like that abusive partner, you know, the one that keeps, you know, smacking you about or whatever. And then it's a big apology, or they, you know, they can't remember and they're so sorry. It just feels like that. If it's not domestic, then there's something that's going on in the workplace here. But there's a feeling of somebody's trying to return here, on the down low, possibly to make some apology. But I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I feel that this is somebody who's just trouble, literally trouble. So in the past, we have got the Two of Cups in reverse. We've got some sort of disagreement, some sort of breakup. There's been messages or an announcement or a visitor. But the Two of Cups is in reverse. So we're not on the same page in the past. Hello. I mean, gosh. I honestly think there's a betrayal here. And now it's not just in the past. It's still in your environment. I've got the Ten of Swords in your environment here. And we've got the Ten of Swords in the past here. So this is still ongoing, even though it's in the past. So it might have been a breakup in the past. And that might have been something that became abundantly clear in a very bad way. It's very, very painful. And I don't know, somebody might be thinking of coming back. Or maybe you're thinking of going back to somebody or a place, you know, where maybe you were let go, or it was, you know, disruptive. Right, so there's going to be some sort of secret revealed here. I mean, it can be like in, you know, it can be an affair, a secret affair that's, you know, has gone on in the past. I do think there's some sort of betrayal here. The Ten of Swords, to me, is usually just, you know, painful endings, but occasionally it is betrayal. Literally stab in the back, and once you're down there, they just keep stabbing. It's painful. It's literally painful. Gotta stop saying literally, but anyway. So the Sun and the Fool, I mean, that's the best part of the reading right there, Capricorn. And this is Capricorn I'm reading for. This is you. This is how Capricorn is seen. So I don't know if you're seen to be having, you know, being like really happy, things starting looking up, feeling energized and healthy, looking at a new start, you know, going on a new adventure, maybe going on a trip. And this is, and yet, you know, and that, I don't know if that's a trigger for somebody. Maybe people don't want that for you. might be that. I've got a female, I've got the birds, and I've got the moon here. It can be the female I'm reading for, or is a significant female in your life, and there's a conversation here with the moon, which is making me think of the silver, you know, the reflection. But the moon is a card of reward and recognition. This is someone who can be seen as chatty, somebody who can be seen as a little bit anxious, you know. But Ace of Wands reverse. Who this woman for Capricorn? Oh, Seven of Swords. Shit in a bucket. So this is coming back to this in the past. I don't know. Yeah, I think there's been, you know, some sort of breakup and betrayal in the past here. It's probably sexual, with the Ace of Wands being in reverse here, and the Seven of Swords. Again, two Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is, you know, the thief. He's the liar. He takes more than he's due. He or she. See, tell me why is Capricorn got the birds and the moon. Birds and the moon. The Ace of Pentacles. There's definitely something new and good here for Capricorn. Oh my god, like the Fool and the Ace of Pentacles are something new and good. Now, I say new and good. Now, your outcome, I'll tell you now, is the Six of Cups in reverse, and I'm getting the Six of Cups in reverse. There is something cropping up from the past here, or someone returning from the past that you don't have good memories with, or it goes way back, Capricorn, to your childhood. Hello, oh my god. Three of Swords. There seriously might have been a third party in your past that either maybe you're aware of it, maybe you're not, maybe somebody just ghosted you. There's a new beginning here, and it's a really good one, and it's something you're quite excited about, and this is why I'm very again drawing you towards your environment being pretty explosive. You've got the Page of Swords, you've got the Tower, and you've got the Ten of Swords. Now that is real danger. That is a real danger zone of, you know, accidents, you know, disasters, yeah, injury, surgery. It is. And I would certainly caution someone if they've got, if they're travelling, you know, going on some sort of trip here. That could be something that's ultimately cancelled. There's, and it could be like a new car, and I hate to even put it out there, but this could be a new driver or a child who's got a new car, and, you know, there's a possibility of an accident here if they're not careful. Yes, but anyway, the upshot is there's again another argument. Page of Swords and another apology. Two bouquets. So here we go again. This is your environment. This is where you are right now. And then we've got the Tower. So this is an absolute meltdown. This is destruction. This is something that literally crumbles and does not get rebuilt. It just doesn't. And it's because of a betrayal. So I don't know if there's someone coming back with an apology who was just barstewed, and now they want to do over. I do see you're going to have to in some way address this. Again, I say have to, and I shouldn't say that, but I'm just reading the cards. If it's not a betrayal, then, you know, there is some sort of possible sleaze here when the snake comes out. The snake is jealousy. It's the other woman. It's the third party. It's venom. It's spite. And, you know, it might just be somebody who's, you know, wanting to rain in your parade here, because you have got an opportunity, an offer for something brand new, and it's incredibly positive. So yeah, be very wary of arguments. In terms of your hopes, you're hoping to free yourself from this or something. Eight of Swords reverse, you're hoping to be able to see things really clearly, you know, exercise discernment, and I just think there's way too much responsibility here that you're hoping to free yourself from, and the bear is what you're hoping to free yourself from. The bear, the abusive bear, is the obstacle. Can be a parent. Usually I would see the bear as the mother rather than the father, but I've got the father coming through as this is a hope. The father's the fear. So I don't know who's who, you know, but there's definitely a you know, a home, family roots, childhood thing going on here. So we're hoping to release ourselves from this. I think this is, you know, is something that's weighing on something or someone with the cross. It's something that someone has suffered through and with. It honestly could be physical at this point. You know, the body keeps score type thing, and is having an impact on someone's health and well-being. And it may well be, you know, honestly, somebody might want to lose weight. That might be another thing. That is a hope. The fear is the Hierophant in reverse. The fear is possibly some sort of commitment, or being able to release ourselves from a commitment, from a marriage, from a promise, from a religious cult, you know, from a group of people, and to be maybe a little bit more carefree. But there's also fear here in terms of something to do with mentors. And who we look up to. And I feel that there's possibly you know, an opportunity for that kind of person to come into your life. I don't know. Fear. The fear is in some way authority, or, you know, not doing the right thing, you know. Maybe will you be judged? Fear is some sort of news from the King of Pentacles. Obviously that can be you, Capricorn, because I'm reading for Capricorn, who is the King of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands is, you know, these messages that are in some way misleading, corrupted, lost, taken, deteriorated. And we had the Seven of Swords, not once but twice, and here's this message coming through. I'm not really sure what to make of that. There's just so many things in my head that I'm not, you know, I mean, there is a fear of an authority figure here. And it could just, I mean, the King of Pentacles is also the boss. They've got an issue with an abusive authority figure. And, you know, in some way communicating that. And we're hoping to release ourselves from this boss or authority figure. Who's this King of Pentacles? Child orphan. So, you know, this can really say that it is a parent that we're looking at here. This is when it's in reverse, we're kind of feeling abandoned, you know. And this is feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate family. So we may be identifying a trend here later in life that has gone, you know, that has instigated itself right back in our childhood. And this, you know, I don't know, you know, you might be seeing a counsellor or getting help that way, looking for some sort of support. But the outcome is we're addressing it, because here it comes. Yeah, this authority figure, this mentor, this boss, this religious leader, this teacher, whoever it may be, needs to be exorcised out of our lives. It needs to be cut away, removed, and that is our hope. So here we go on the outcome. Six of Cups in reverse. We've got my bad memories. This is you know, repeated patterns from childhood. The stories we tell ourselves, and we've got the moon that, you know, it's unclear. Maybe we can't remember. There's deception here for sure, given that we've had the Seven of Swords twice, and that's what the moon can also be. It can be really emotional. And we have got the birds, the conversation, which is, you know, already been an issue. Time to have that conversation, and there's that authority or involving the past, conflict from the past. It's time to have a conversation about conflict from the past. Now this can be prison. That is a combination of prison. Somebody has done time. That might be something that somebody is keeping to themselves. You don't know about somebody, you don't know where they've been when they've been gone, and they're coming back but they're not telling the truth, all that. But that's the whip yet again. I don't want that deck, hang on. Did I say suspicious minds? I did say it, yes I did. Okay. Suspicious minds. Right, so Capricorn's outcome. We've got the Six of Cups and the moon. What's the moon hiding? What's the moon hiding for Capricorn? The moon, the six, there's something hidden in the past. I believe I got that. The moon and the six of cups reversed for her. There's the house. So something hidden to do with our home environment. I mean, it's family, it can be to do with property specifically, or a project. The constancy is a case of that something has been going on a very long time. You know, it's not something that's new. It's not 30. It's something that's fixed, stagnant, same, unchanging. And I've got the wife in reverse. Right, the wife, it can be just that, you know, the wife, the ex-wife, when she's in reverse, but it can be that that's what somebody is kind of, you know, longing for, a desire to, you know, be committed, and yet that seems to be a fear. And it can speak of unresolved issues, you know, that aren't being expressed. So let's just see what this birds. Oh, right, that's the doctor. So we have to have a conversation with the doctor. I honestly think this is some sort of therapy. This is some sort of counselling about something that's gone on in the past that we're not over. We want to address the tower with the clocks for Capricorn. Tower with the clocks for Capricorn. Death. So not only is the tower speaking about the past, or, you know, something official, or, you know, a building. What was I going to say there? I don't know. That's so weird. Just literally went out of my head. Now, obviously, it can represent, you know, a death that's happened in the past, or, you know, not maybe not the past, but not too distant past, but it can also be about ending some sort of, you know, conflict. I do think there could be like a prison here. So we have got faithfulness and letter. So this feels like some sort of support, some communication involving support, and that we have got someone who is loyal to us. But that could also suggest that this is the conversation that we're having. You know, why we do certain things, why we've developed in the way we have, is because maybe we've been faithful to something or someone who has ultimately hurt us. The whip. But it can also be, you know, again, I'm definitely getting some sort of, hang on, I don't want to say it in case I push it into my cards. Whip. Wedding. So we've got the wife and we've got the wedding. So we've got some sort of dispute in the past involving a partner, or a desire to, you know, have a partner, or it's your mother and it's your, you know, relationship with your father, whatever it may be. There's a conflict here that's ultimately coming up to be addressed, and, you know, to try and uncover possibly even stuff with the moon, you know. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is family yet again. This is legacy. This is property. This is all fourth house matters. It's in reverse. Can speak of bankruptcy. It can speak of a fought over inheritance that could be, you know, applying. We've got the Sun, nice to see. We've got the Ten of Swords, and I literally saw it as it came out. So I think, is that 3 Ten of Swords in the environment here? That might suggest there is ultimately a happy ending here. I think that, you know, it is going to be quite a difficult month. I do think that in terms of the Capricorn I'm reading, there is something incredibly positive happening. And although you're addressing other issues, I don't think it takes away from that. I really don't. I think there is an attempt to resolve something here, to put it to bed once and for all. Okay, let me take some advice, Capricorn. Capricorn's reading. Yes, so I'm doing a reading for every sign this month, and because I'm trying to get the comments up to help the circulation of the video, I'm offering a free reading, 20 to 30 minutes, for names I put in the hat. So you can comment on every reading, which is drop an emoji, whatever. Your name will go in the hat. Make sure you are subscribed and the bell's filled in, because I'll do a mini video to announce the winner. Alright, and I will need your email address at that point. So if you're not prepared to give me it, then I can't get the video to you, alright? Capricorn. Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. Shapeshifter. And the High Priest, intend and create. I'm going to read Mother Earth because I think that's what we need today, Capricorn. The intend and create is coming through because we have got an issue with the Magician in our block position about addressing something that's very difficult, okay? So that's what it's asking you to do. So this is saying that you may feel overwhelmed or out of control emotionally recently, but you're now moving it back to your natural centre, and that will bring you to a place of clarity and openness. If you have felt ungrounded, know that Mother Earth is here to root you and help you regain your sense of strength. You may not feel like a child, I've got the orphan coming through here, but in the eyes of the divine you are a child of light, and it's important you know that you know that and feel loved. If you have had challenges with your mother or with being a mother yourself, know that the energies of mother healing are with you to help clear any ancestral blockages that are preventing you from making the sacred love connection. So yeah, that really does cover it, and it's basically saying you're being guided to make choices that are based in love. There might be a current dispute, because I do have the child card coming through, and I've also got the mother a number of times. I've got the bear, I've got the father, and maybe a dispute on the home front here, and it's most definitely something that needs to be handled with care. You may be feeling very judgy, and you may want to, you know, lay in there, Capricorn. I think this needs to be handled with care, because there's way too many swords around for it to, you know, not escalate. Yeah, okay. I hope you find that useful, and I hope you have a good month, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.